I know, no, my knee. No, it's my shoulder. All right. So my band happens to be under my feet. And I just want you to inhale, lift your chest up and draw your glutes toward each other. And then exhale, just pull the ribs in. Good. Just inhale, glutes engaged. They're there to help hold your spine steady. And then back into neutral. So just that much, just a little lift. And back. So if I don't turn my glutes on, or if I turn them on without any, well, actually this is me not turning my glutes on. This is me actually hyper using the hips, or sorry, the hamstrings instead, right? I want the glutes to be on up here. That's it, yeah, good. Waking up that place. Good. And then start opening up your chest, letting yourself round those thumbs back. Good. That's it, 2 more. Good. And 1 more. Press those thumbs back, 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 stretching open the back. Yeah, doesn't that feel good? Good. All right. Then we're going to come into a bow and we're going to press the hands back, palms face in, collarbones are open. Shh. And then just gently bring it back up. And again, scoop the belly, wrap the glutes. And easy back up. Good. 2 more. Every time you bow, just take a peek at your toes. What are they doing? Could they be a little longer? And just press the tips toward the ground. Yeah, nice, you guys. Can we do 1 more and just hold it? Because I see a lot of good things happening. I want to reinforce that. I know a lot of times I make you do extra when it's not right, but this is nice. Good, yeah, glutes wrapped on, collarbones open. I see that. Good, abs lifting. Good, toes pressing. Good. Yes, so much goodness. And then release. Good. All right. I know. Woohoo. And Shelly made it. All right. So from here, take a nice breath and exhale. Sit into a little squat. Palms reaching up. Good. Come up. Palms pull back, but stay facing forward, right? Palms still facing forward. So press forward. Shh. Good. And then pull back. Good. As you sit, Kay, and again, it might be your camera angle. Just make sure that your booty is coming back away from your hands. So don't lean in your toes. I want you to put your weight back. Yeah, good. Good, that's it. And 1 more, nice, Sue. That's a nice opening. Shh. Good. And open it up, good. We're gonna wake up the shoulders a little bit more. Thumbs are pointing upward. We're gonna side bend and side bend. Shh. So I'm trying to not use my arms. See the angle of my arms at my armpit? If I was holding a ball under each arm, whoop, then it would be the same. I wouldn't be squishing the ball. Can you see that? And then I wouldn't be letting go of the ball. So I want you really keep the arms the same. Do I have 2 rollers? I don't have 2 rollers to show you. Does that make sense? Yeah, Dave's got it. Sheila, when you press out, keep your arms, hug the back of your armpits together and only bend through your waist. Only bend through your waist. There you go, good. And then Shelly, push your hip back towards your bookcase. Or is it, yeah. Yes, so that you're not side bending like this. Can you say my hips are in front of me? You're side bending more like that. Good, good. And then everybody should feel like their shoulder needs a little rest. And Sue, I could have said the same thing to you. Push your hips back. Did that make, yes, good. Very nice. All right, let's take a nice breath. And exhale, just a bicep curl. You're assessing what your resistance is like. Inhale, release. Exhale, press into your feet this time. Bicep curl. Good. And release. Press into your feet and add a sense of lifting your ribs up away from your hips. That's it. You should feel your psoas lengthen. Right, your abdominals lengthen through here, and you should hopefully feel the hollow all the way down, maybe even through the inside of the thigh. Yeah? So we're trying to take load, waking up the extensors of the spine, and lengthening through that psoas, pressing into the toes. Good. 1 more. Hold it here, hold it here. Good. Just inhale, let your elbows drop a little. Exhale, press into your feet, lift your fists a little. Good. That's it, good. I'm going to come a little closer. You keep going. Inhale. and exhale. Fists, I want you to watch. My, which would be your right one, is a little cockamamie. Can you see that? Well, now I'm doing the same on both sides. Can you aim the back of your fist up so you have a straighter line here? You'll feel that load come more directly into your middle. So Sue, if you can, watch your right one. Get the back of your wrist straight. Come on, pull it in, like you're knocking on a door, knocking on the side of your chin. Come on, wrist, right wrist. In. Okay, maybe we all have to work on punching today. She's a lover, not a fighter. Okay, so we're gonna take it under one foot, and I'm gonna give myself a lot of slack. Good, so this side has lots of slack, this side has very little. Good. And I'm gonna press this one arm all the way up to the sky. Drive into the feet, you should feel your hips float backwards a little bit. Good. Then bring it back down, right next to your head, and all the way down to your hip. Good. Inhale, exhale, drive into your feet as you push up. You might have a moment of adjustment with your strap, just like I did. You can see where it gets kind of in your way. Either one is right. It depends on your body geometry and where your shoulders are in relationship to that strap. And your hips and your feet. Good. That's it. Good. One more time. Can you get that same sense of length and openness through the front? That's it. Good. And then bring it back down. Good. Now press it back up one more time. Can you pivot on that foot? Hold that down. Hold that band down. Good. Come back to center. Release your arm just to here. Again, press and pivot. Push that toe down. Make sure it's holding your band. Good. So now you have all the way down to your butt. Working. Good. Reach. That's it. Spine's up. Nice long line, David. That's great today. Good. That's it. Press. Good. All right. And bring it all the way back down. And then we'll switch feet. So again, make sure that's under your foot in a nice secure spot. And you want most of the slack on your other side, right? Shoulders square. Bicep curl. Good. And then press up to the sky. Good. So I'm going to show you a couple bad ones. Can you see how I've just collapsed off to the side? Right? You see that? So I'm displacing myself to make it feel like I'm actually pressing up. So I want you to really drive up, down into those feet and up through your center. That's it. Yeah. Good. Finish it out, Sheila. I want you to press into those feet. Yes, right? See, you just had another inch hiding in that spine. Good. Yes. Good. That's it. Can we do two more? Good. Okay, when you lift your fist, can you make sure it gets all the way to your shoulder before you take it up? I don't want it hanging out here as you lift it. I want it right here next to you and then up. That's it. Good. Okay, good. Because we're going to add our pivot. Keep it nice and long. Pivot on that foot, holding that strap into the ground. Good. And then carefully back. Make sure that strap stays down. Good. And pivot, lifting that back heel. Good. Yes. Nice. Drive that back toe into the ground. Once you get that place, feel it in the ground as you finish that reach up. Good. You should feel your booty nice and lifted. Yep. Foot minders, you still push your toe down even though you're not raising your heel as much maybe. Yep. Shelly's like, I'm not feeling anything. What's happening? So obvious places that you should feel it is the shoulder, right? I have a lot of tension on here. So if you don't have enough tension that your shoulder is challenged to lift and lengthen, that's the first thing. The second thing is this pivot right here. If I just pivot and let my knee fall in, you will feel nothing. If you push the ball of your foot and make it get you taller, you should feel your booty turn on. You'll feel a little calf, and some people will just notice how weak their feet are, or how strong they are. Yeah. Does that make more sense? Do you feel your shoulder at least? Maybe you need a heavier band because see how uneven mine is? I have these two lengths like this. One is way shorter than the other. So I have a lot of tension to press up against here so that when I am pivoting and pushing, right, push with the back toe. Some people push by leaning forward, right? So it looks almost the same. This is me cheating. I'm just leaning my weight on this front foot. Here's me pushing and lifting up through the center. Then that guy turns on. Did everybody have a sense between the difference between those two things? And maybe you don't feel it in a big way in your glute, but you should hopefully at least notice your glute. Because mine is pretty visible when I do it wrong versus when I do it right. Like, look, suddenly there's a glute. Okay. Yeah? Okay, so let's take the band behind your back. Right behind those shoulder blades, good. All right, and we're gonna just exhale, press forward, palms up, pull your abs back into your body, good. And then release. And again, exhale, shh. I hope that answered your question, Shelly. I saw a lot of people playing with it, so I like that you guys are listening and trying. Good. That's it, good. David, when your arms come back, let your collarbones open up. When they return home, let yourself, yes, pull back, good. Gosh, Sheila, nice. Sue, nice. Yeah, Robin, good. Like that whole little triad, that was very nice. Good. Good, one more. Good, now we're gonna cross the band into opposite hands. Same thing. You should feel, hopefully, the sides of you a little more, this underarms, right where your serratus is trying to hold your shoulder blades to your rib cage. Still pulling those abs back away. And remember, abs is pubic bone, belly button, ribs, all the way up here, right? Not just this rib, the bottom one, but all the way up to this top one. Or the fourth one, right? Yeah. Good. That's it. One more. Hold the arms. Good. Now rotate, keeping the same space. Rotate through your torso to the side. Pull yourself back together. Rotate from your torso to the side. Pull yourself back together and then release your arms. So we're going to do that again. The first one is just so you know where you're going. The next one is so you can finesse it. So here's me cheating. I have popped my biceps up. I'm almost hyperextended and my shoulder is popped forward. Here's me a little bit better. Can you see the difference? Now I'm hugging under here. My waist just got a little smaller. Yeah. Okay, now hold that feeling. Keep elbows pointing toward the ground. Notice where you lose it. What direction, what part of the turn do you lose it? Linger there. That's it. Good. Can we go one more each way? Stay connected. Ooh, stay connected. Shoulders, shoulders, Dave, shoulders. Yeah. So it's interesting as you're looking for your shoulders, some of you actually lean back to try to find your shoulders. You're going to keep the booty strong and just work from the shoulders. Yeah. Okay, my shoulders need a rest. Maybe yours do too. Makes sense? Okay, so let's let ourselves come and into a roll down. I'm going to take my band out in front of me. You're welcome to keep it behind you if that helps you feel that ab lift. Why not? So inhale and exhale into your bow, and then keep going. See today if you can reach your arm from you forward as you come down. So instead of right to your feet, then let them come down if you want to put your hands on the ground or on your thighs. Good. Sweep them back out. Feel how you have to press into your feet sooner, pull your abs up sooner, and round up your spine. So that creates what in Pilates is called the elephant position. Oops, rounding down. Reaching Reaching those arms, reaching those arms, reaching those arms. You have to stay connected there. Good, and then you can round in. Drive into your feet as you reach out. Good. Good. Yeah, and one more time. Let's do one more. Rounding down. Reaching those arms long. Eyes to your bone. Good. This one you can linger. You can soften your knees, let your spine have a stretch as you round your tail under. And then straighten your legs, eyes toward your thighs. And then one more time, bend the knees. Tail drops. Eyes to your thighs. Good. And then we'll walk those hands forward out to our plank, because you know we have to. Good. Elbows to the waist. Sternum long, heels pressed back. Five gecko fingers on each hand. That's it. One more breath there. And then gently bring those knees down and sit back in your child's pose. Good. And then we'll have a seat on our bottoms. We'll take the band, put it under the feet. I'm going to get a quick sip of water. Good. All right. I'm going to cross my band into opposite hands and tuck those elbows. Good. So my first C curve is going to be with a close grip, right? Elbows are tucked in the side. Armpits are hugging from the back side. That's it. Good. Yeah. So it's not pulled up to my chest. It's not the wide elbow position. It's close, right? Close. That's it. So my fist should hopefully be right in front of my elbow joint, not in front of my belly. Yeah. Good. Yes. So we're already working a little of that rotator cuff, just to help hold that open. And external rotation just a little bit. Good. Good. Yes. And one more. Hold that C curve. Hold that C curve. Good. Take your arms forward. Now exhale, open to the side. Inhale, extend your spine to neutral. Push your heels down. Exhale, bring it back to center. Good. Other side. Inhale, extend that spine to neutral. Good. Bring it back to center. Pull those elbows in and come all the way up. Yeah, so that's one set. We're going to do one more set starting the same direction, and then we'll do two sets starting the other direction. Okay? All right, so here we go. Coming back, good. Extend your arms open, rotating to the side. Neutral spine, push the heels down. Exhale, come back to center. Good. Other side. Good. Extend that spine into neutral. Good. C curve back to center and pull it back in. You got it? All right. You got to start the other way. Two sets starting the other side. Ready? Go. I'm going to just give you a little contrast while you get started there. Because I think my legs are just blending into the mat now. That's it. Yes, lovely. I see that nice. Look at that, Sheila. Very nice length. Yeah, see how much length you guys can get out of that moment, right? So here, right? C curve, and then C, find your length, find it, right? Anchor those feet and pull your head away from your butt. Yeah. Good. Good. You guys feeling like it's been a long week? I see so many of you come up and do this. Like, oh. Yeah, okay. Maybe we need a little more restorative Pilates today. I'm just watching you all move. I'm wondering, maybe I need to change my plan a little. So If you got your 2 sets, let's roll down all the way down. That band is still on your feet. Good. Let your arms just go long. Feel them sort of being pulled by your strap, and let your collarbones open for a moment. Just want you to take a breath here. And exhale. Let your abs just drop into your body. Check your neck. It's nice and easy. Now as you exhale again, very gentle, drawing the abs up and in. Good. And release. And very gentle, drawing the abs up and in. Good. And release. Now you're going to come up into bow with that same lovely gentleness. Inhale, exhale into bow. Feeling those abs draw up your spine. Good. Lovely. Should feel almost like a stretch for your upper back. And then gently lay it down. Big inhale. Exhale again. Good. And one more. Good. All right. And then inhale and exhale, roll up into your bow. Open your arms to the outside, eyes to your pubic bone, and keep rolling up. Doot, 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 doot. Take those hands back behind you. That's your half boomerang arms. Good. And then bring them forward and roll back down. Good. At the bottom, if you need to, take another breath to remind yourself what it feels like to have easeful abs, right? They just fall in. Good. And then exhale again up. Easeful in the middle, pressing those heels down. Arms press out and open the collarbones up as you bend forward. Good. Yeah, and then back down. We're going to do 2 more of those. So feel yourself, let yourself take the time, right? Let yourself feel that hollow, feel the ease. That's it. Good. That's it. Good. Yep. And this is my last one. Connect to the back of those shoulders. Open those collarbones. That's it. Good. And then all the way up. Nice job. All right. We're going to roll all the way back down to the mat. Good. Now you still have that band on your feet, yes? So bend your elbows and lift them a little bit as you bring your feet in closer, just so you can mitigate the strap so it doesn't come falling off of you. Good. All right, we're going to bring one leg up into tabletop, and I want you to notice how you have to push to the outside. Remember, your band is still crossed. Yeah. Other leg comes up into tabletop, and it's crossed. Good. Good. Now my head is down at the moment. Pulling the abs up and in, trying to find all the way to the ribs. Elbows tucked. Good. Good. All right, now one leg comes up into tabletop, stays there, the other one comes to join it. Good. Now we're going to press both feet out, both arms out at the same time, coming into bow. Ta-da! Good. Bring them back in. Inhale and exhale. Press both feet out, both arms out. Shh. And bring it back in. Good. Reach out. Good. Now check your hands. If your hands have to do a funny rotation in and then back out to get your arms out, make your motion smaller. Maybe you only go this far. I want you to keep your fingers and your palms facing each other. Thumbs should always stay looking at your face. Yeah, that's it. Good. There you go. That's it. Good. One more. One more. Hold it there. Hold it there. All right, so now we can almost lay in this position, right? We can almost just hang out in this sling we've created. I want you to find your shoulders, open those collarbones, and reach out through your arms a little bit more. You're gonna notice that you have to turn your abs on a little more. Feel that? Good, good. Come on, stay connected. Head's easy. You're reaching your tail towards your heels. Good, your abs should turn on a little more, and then bring that all the way in and rest down. Go ahead and turn your head side to side, just in case. Good. All right. Then we're going to take foot in one band. So I happen to have my right foot in the band. Going to bend my knee. Good. Curling up into my bow. Elbows bent. Press that leg out. Good. Bring it up to the sky. Bend the knee. Yep. So press it out. Up to the sky. No longer crossed. No longer crossed. So I've stepped it into one and I've got uncrossed bands. Yeah, good question. That's it. So if you can think of sending your tail down towards your other heel, Alan Menezes calls it offering your tail to your heel. It's a way of getting your abs to turn on without over engaging those hip flexors. Good. Very nice. Come on down. Cross your band. Good. Come back up. Take that leg out. Good. Now rotate toward the knee that you've got bent. Good. Come back to center. So you're just keeping that leg out there. As you rotate toward the knee that's bent, can you keep that long leg pressing slightly to the outside? Hopefully you're high enough that you can get your band right over the top of that close knee. Good. Last one. Good. And then bring that leg all the way back in. Extend your free leg out on the ground. Now you have leg circles. Inhaling down across your center. Exhale around the outside. So everyone has it crossed. Everyone has it in two hands. Level 3s, you will open the door as the leg crosses your center and open the other door as it comes to the outside. So you will always be giving yourself extra resistance in one direction or the other. Okay? Does that make sense, level 3s? I'm opening the door with my arm, and then I open the door with the other arm. Good. Good. And when you feel like you've got 5, then you can switch direction. Whoops. And again, make sure you rotate all the way into the back of your shoulder blade as you open your arm. Good. That's it. Good. And this is my last one on this foot. Don't switch into leg circles on the other side. You'll just switch your band on the other side, right? Because we're starting first with just that bend and stretch. So we start with it in open, right? Start with it in free, not crossed. Oops, I feel like I'm going to lose it. It's going to hit me. Ah! All right. We're in tabletop. Good. And so your first thing is just to take the leg out and up. Remember that one? Just as we're going, just pressing out and up so the band is free. You can move through that without hitting it. Good. And I want you to, again, picture your sacrum trying to get down to where your foot is reaching. It's reaching. You should turn on your low belly and it should ease your neck strain. Yeah. Notice when you lose that feeling. Right? For me, it's when my leg comes back. I stop reaching. I've got to keep reaching to keep my transverse on. Good. One more. Good. All right. Bring it up. Cross your band. Lower that leg. Good. And then we rotate to the side, pulling it over. Good. And back in. And rotate to the side. Good. Make sure that the banded leg keeps pushing slightly to the outside from the underside of your leg. Yeah. That's it. Can you straighten that banded leg, Sheila? So push that leg out long. Now, yeah, there you go. Good. It'll give you more resistance for your abs as you rotate. Good. And last one. Good. And then you get to bring the leg up to the sky. The free leg extends on the ground. And then here we go. Second set of leg circles, right? It's your other leg now. Inhaling down, exhaling open. Level 3s, again, if your shoulder's not pooped yet, you can add that open the door in each direction. So it's open as it crosses. It's always the opposite arm that's opening from the direction of the leg. Because I'm going to try to show you this view. Well, maybe I'll show you this view. Some of you are pulling your arm up to your shoulder like this. I want it out here. Clear 90-degree angle. Can you see the difference? Should be a 90-degree angle out to the side, not up here by the shoulder. Should be out there. Yeah. Is it connecting to the back of your shoulder? That's better. That's better, David. Good. I can't remember what it was. So when you guys are done, and there's some of you still moving, so no rush for those of you who are still moving, but those of you who are done, you guys can start some bridges. I know. So you'll take your band, optional, right? Put it over your hips. If you want more resistance, double it up. Maybe you could even quadruple it up if your band is light enough and you're strong enough. Right, so I folded mine in half. You're going to press those heels of your hand to the ground, pinky edge, and just press up through your hip. At the top, take a moment to open up the collarbones and then bring the ribs back in. Notice how the load reloads the glute, and then wrap and roll down the spine. So I'll do that again if that didn't make any sense. Exhale up. Good. Now bring your shoulder blades as if they wanted to come together behind you. Then pull your ribs in, keeping your hips up. Now the glute should feel more of the load again. And roll back down. Yeah. Yeah, well, but so make sure you have that split second. I'm looking at Kay in that moment, and Shelly, that you get your shoulders, hold the glutes as you get your ribs, feel it, and then keep rolling through the ribs. I don't want you to give up your butt right away. I know, we're gonna build the glutes. Yes, Kay, better. Even more resistance from your glutes, Kay, even more. Don't let them give up so easy. But that was exactly the right direction. Good. All right. So we're going to come back to our glutes. Don't you worry. We're going to extend those legs out front and exhale, roll ourselves up to sitting. Good. I'm just going to put my mat to the side for the moment and get my hands and knees under me. If you need a sip of water, I need a sip of water before I can do too much more. So I'm going to grab a sip of water. Is there anyone who's not feeling kind of tired today? Like, I'm just making sure I'm scaling it back just based on what I see a little bit, but I want to make sure that whoever, if someone's still feeling like, no, Mona, I woke up feeling awesome and I want everything you got, I'm not missing you. Yeah? So you can feel free to speak up. Maybe if something seems too easy, you can always say, Mona, how can I progress this move? And I will gladly give you that. So we're going to come on to 10 fingers. And we're just going to protract and retract the shoulders. So find the motion. Should feel good to move them back and forth. And when you protract, I want you to really let the shoulder blade tips come out, right? They should be moving down here. Don't let them stay stuck. We're trying not to move from this point. We're trying to move from this bottom point down here. Yeah, makes sense? Shoulder blade stuckness also translates to the hips. And it's okay in order to get that width if you have to let your elbows roll out a little bit at first. Once you find the motion, then let the elbows see if they can stay in and you can work just through the shoulder blades, which is harder, but that's what our goal is. Does that make sense? Okay, Yeah, really subtle. All right, so now we have fingertips nice and strong, all 10 fingers, good. I'm gonna tuck the toes, my foot minders, you get yourself your special shoes on or put something under your shins because we're lifting off for a little bear. Just a little bit. We're just gonna hold that. We're gonna see how low we can get the knees to the ground without touching, letting the abdominals lift up. Still pressing into those fingers, still aiming those elbows to the waist. Collarbones are still open and wide. And we're holding that for one more breath and then gently down. So I was so close you probably couldn't tell that I was lifted. And I'm not just making that up. Here, I'll put my band underneath. Maybe that's easier to see. Yep, we're gonna do that again. So if you need to come upright and reset your shoulders, go ahead. But here we go. Inhale, exhale, lift. And you might start off high. I want you to lower, lower, lower till you're almost on the ground. What if only a piece of paper could slide under there? And while you're there, keep checking with your supports. I just realized I had to add in my pointer finger. It wasn't helping. Yeah, keep breathing. Check where you are on your toes. Did you roll your ankles out to the little toes? Could you be on the big toes? Those of you who are foot movers there. Good, one more breath. And gently down. Yeah, good. All right, sit back and take a little stretch. Arms stretching out. Good. Nice. All right. The next one we do, we're going to step out to a plank. So I know everyone's like, yay, a plank, that's so much better. I hope so. I hope it feels better. Plank, all the way out, good. And then from our plank, we're just going to rotate onto our side. Nice and easy. So remember, there's so many ways you can play with your plank to side plank, right? So I just showed you the full version with feet stacked. You could come all the way back to knees stacked, right? And come to the side of one thigh right there. And then come all the way back to the ground. You could stagger your feet. So one is in front of the other as you come to your side, right? You could do an interim between the two. You could come to your side and extend one leg out. And then bring it back in. Shelly, you okay? Did you hurt your shoulder? You did? And yes, alternate sides. Oh, you were just like having a moment. Good, yeah. So if the side plank is too easy, remember, ask me, how do we progress this, Mona? Right? Because I want you always making progress as much as you can. Good, Kay. Now push your hips forward a little, can you? So that when you're on your side, you see how I'm a little bit bent? I want straight legs and then the hips really turned on. Yes. Good. And we're just going to say 4-ish each direction. Nice. Good. Good. And then I have a fun little treat for you. I think it's a fun little treat. To me, it's a fun treat. You get to come down into your child's pose. Shoot, I forgot the name of it. So this exercise looks like a child's pose to begin. We scoop the belly in and drag ourselves upright, letting the hands reach back to the ground. And then we push the hips up to the sky from here. That's it. Now feel your hands nice and strong. Press the fingertips into the ground and keep that beautiful door frame across the top of your collarbones and down your arms. Then lower the hips down. Keep pressing down into the hands. It should feel good to your back. Yep. So remember how we've been talking about get this door frame, right, for the reverse planks? Yeah. All right. So then you're going to come back upright and round yourself forward again. Exhale, round your spine up. Let your hands float back. Good. Find your 10 fingers, elbows aiming at your waist. Press those hips up. That's it. See how much you can push those hips? Open those collarbones more. Feel your 10 fingers. A nice Sue. That's beautiful. Good. And then keep your 10 fingers as you lower your hips. Good. Keep pushing to the ground, keep pushing to the ground, keep pushing to the ground. You're giving yourself thoracic extension right there. There's an extension one, good. Now pull your abs in and come all the way back up. Can we do one more set? Does that make sense? Yeah, ha, good. Yeah, let's do it. Gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, I cannot remember the name of this. I was so excited to discover it. I think I told you there's a person I follow who does the archival Pilates work. That's it, good. Press down into those fingertips, good. Oops, sorry, hips up. I was resting, wasn't I? And then pulling those hips down. Good, yes. So the hardest part, and one of the most beneficial moments, is when you can keep your fingers strong and your arms strong and your collarbones open, and you let those hips come down. Then you have a moment of thoracic extension through here. And that's the same moment that I'm looking for when we come into reverse plank, right? That strong door frame up and down to the other arm. Making sense? Okay, good. So remember I told you we have more glutes coming? Here they are. Now that we've got the shoulders all nice and warm and loose again, we're going to take that band and put it on our feet, come down to our forearms. Or you can be on your hands, or you could be at a wall or piece of furniture. So I'll show you first hands or forearms, right? Those two positions. Or you could be on a piece of sturdy furniture. Here's my piece of sturdy furniture. So that would be the next here. So I have a soft knee and the band is on this foot. Or you could be at a wall. So if you want to be more upright, up at a wall, soft knee, but my spine is up. So it's a little different. So those are all different options for where you could be with that band. Yeah? All right, so those of you who are in your position already, you're just gonna start with a leg slide, sliding that foot straight back along the floor or into space. Do I have anybody at a wall? Is everybody down on the ground? Franny, if you're at a wall, you actually will be here and you'll leg slide, make sure your toe hits the ground, not your pinkies, but your big toe. And then I want you to push all the way back. Watch that you don't lean more into the wall. I want you to really push against the wall, okay? Yeah. Yeah, you're all fours is the first option, right? So all fours or hands or forearms. And you're just leg sliding back. Oops, flip it around. So just push it back. Yes, Kay. Kay gets a gold star for reminding us to keep our hips steady. Right? So another gold star for self-awareness. So she noticed that hers is rolling out and tipping over, right? So our goal is to keep this hip in and this hip in place. We don't want to have it pop up. Good. We will in a second because we're going to have rainbows today. Good. All right. So when you feel like you've gotten 6 leg slides, and at least 4 of them, you were able to master your hip. Good. And then you're gonna hold that leg out and lift it up off the ground. Push into it nice and long. Feel the back of your knee lengthen and set it down. Lift, lengthen, and set it down. Can you keep checking, not just for length, not even for height, but for the centering of your hips. So take that moment at the top, press and hold it. Yes, good. That's it. Now lengthen into that, Sheila. Yes, good. Good, everybody. It's all 3 of you with lengthening legs. That was great. Good. Holding that moment. Good. And then on the next one, hold that leg up, make a little rainbow down over the foot and back out to the outside. Yes, your band is going to hit you across your chest, maybe across your belly. So what? Keep on going. Good. Yes, and you're going to see if you can do 6 of those, reaching into that band. Good. See if your hip will stay still. Yes, we should all feel like K is sounding because we are all trying to keep our hip level and in place. Wow. And then after you get your 6, then you can bring your knee in carefully. Let your band go and open up the shoulders. Yeah. But make sure you're all the way home before you let go. It'll smack you. Good. Yep, let your head fall. Let your head fall. Good. All right, and then we'll do other foot. Yeah. Shoot. All right, so other foot has the band. Again, all the same starting options, whether you're on the floor, on forearms or hands, on furniture, on the wall. And we start with that leg slide, right? Just pushing the legs straight back and in. And I just caught myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm on my big toe, but I've twisted around. I can tell that I'm actually reaching into my pinky toe, even though it's not on the ground. So check you. Yep, how are you reaching back? Good, right? That's your push-off moment. You want to know how you begin each time you take a push-off from a step. When you get 4 to 6 of those, then you lift, find your length, get your hip in place, and lower. Lift. So I'm not rushing through those, right? Time under tension is what builds your muscle. Going quickly does not build your muscle. You probably heard that in the gym. Time under tension. Yes, good control. Good. And then after your lifts, you can have your rainbows. But same thing with your rainbow. Can you lift? Feel it pull over and then lower. Lift. Feel it pull over. Now look, my hip is off the side. Maybe yours is too. Then we got to get it back to center before we start the next one. Whew. And then my obliques are helping so much more. Yeah, good. Good, I know, right? And then those of you who are already done, because some of you, I think, are, almost everybody's in that end phase, make sure you come up and take that opening moment. There's Robin. She popped up in the screen. Hello. Good. Open those shoulders, then again, let your head fall open. And gently forward. And other side. Yeah. Was it easier to hold your hip in? Yeah. Yeah. So anybody else have awareness of which side was easier to manage? For me, it was supporting with my right leg also. It means I need to do another set with my left leg as my support. K2. I'm not going to make everybody do it today, but right now on the replay, hit pause and do it again on the side that needs more help. Okay, then you can start again. All right. So let's, easy peasy, lay on down. We're just going to have a moment of thoracic mobility. So we're going to let the knees fall all the way to the side. Okay, I lied. First we're going to do obliques, but then we're going to have thoracic mobility. So in this moment, first just breathe. I want you to see if you can get your shoulder down to the ground. Good. Then can you rotate your palms up so they're to the sky? Some of you will suddenly feel like you don't have connection to your abdominals. I want you to find your pelvic floor, pull it in. Feel the low obliques on the lower side of your body, pull in, and then bring the knees up towards your center. Good. Rotate and let them fall all the way to the other side. Good. You can start with that far arm down. Some of you will love that stretch, but then see if you can rotate it so it's up. Some of you, the stretch will increase exponentially. Good. Then find your obliques closest to the ground, pull them up toward the ceiling. Those are your waistline muscles. Up through your pelvic floor and bring the leg back up. Good. Makes sense? That's it. Good. So again, you can start palm down. Feel that. Notice where that might have tension kind of to the side of your body. Rotate palm up. And then scoop your belly in. Whoop. Good. And to the other side, let the palm rotate down. Notice what happens there. Rotate the palm back up. Should be back at the shoulder open. Good. And then scoop those abs in and lift the leg up. Good. This time we get to add in our thoracic mobility. So we're going to close up our cocoon, palm to palm. Good. And then just open it back up. Palm stays facing the ceiling. Eye looks to the hand. Exhale, abs pull you back into your little cocoon. Good. And then open up to the ceiling. That's it. Good. And pull it closed. Good. And open. Really draw the shoulder down, 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 down. Good. And one more. And open. Good. Very nice. Now just hold that there for a moment. Breathe. If you want to take your hand and press down on your thigh, you can. See if you can let the front of that pec open a little more. Yeah, good. All the way to your bicep. Nice. Good. And then scoop your belly in. Legs go to the other side. We close it up into our little cocoon, palm to palm. Good. And then open up. That's it. Try to let your ribs open. That's it. Good. Exhale, close it back up. Good. Inhale, open. That's okay. I know. Find that. I love that some of you are truly experimenting. I can see you going, okay, how about here? How about here? How about here? Maybe a little more there. I love it. Good. And one more. Open. Good. And then just hold that one. And just see if you can exhale. Let the front of your pec open up a little more, a little more, a little more. Yeah. Maybe down to your bicep. Yeah. And then see where you're holding tension. Like I can feel it here. That means if I can release a little bit through the front, that gets a little longer. Good. All right. And then you're going to close your cocoon back up. Whoop, so you can extend your legs out and roll onto your belly. Only I'm going to turn around so I can see you. Good. I'll put my filming equipment back into place. Oh no. All right, so you're ready for a swan. I am trying to fix this piece of equipment that's falling on me. Okay, well that's just gonna be the way it is. All right, so we're in swan. Yes. Floating that sternum up off the ground, heels toward each other. Good, and then gently lay it down. So I want you to notice maybe today you have a little bit more extension available through your upper back. After all that work we did with the new move that I can't remember the name of, you guys, I'm so sorry. It's archival and it's actually from one of Joseph Pilates' early students who helped him in the studio. His name was Bruce King, and he wrote down some additional instructions because Joseph Pilates didn't write down a lot of instructions. He has a book and then some notes. So this guy did that work for him. Anyway, after that and after our thoracic cocoons, hopefully you feel like you can lift a little bit more. Good. And then we're going to press into those hands if you're not already. Pull those elbows into the waist. Good. See if you can pull your glutes toward each other just a little bit more. And then gently lay down. Good. And again. Little lift. Yeah, nice. Oh, yeah, Sheila. Good. Nice, Shelly. Good. And one more. Stay lifted in your little swan. See if you can just bend one knee easy and bend the other knee easy. Good. And bend. Thighs aren't even trying to come off the ground here. We're just bending. You should feel how that activates your ham and your glute. Good. And one more each side. Good. Gently lay it down. Extend your arms straight out on the mat. Palms rotate in. Lift your right arm and your left leg and your throat. Good. And then switch. You're slow swimming. Shh. Shh. Good. Back of thigh is long. Good. Good. That's it. Let's do 2 more on each side. I want you to really stretch out that leg. Pull it away from your low back. Pull it. Good. Good. And I think that's 2 more. I think I've lost count. Good. And then let's bring the hands back to our shoulders. Bend the knees, heels together. We're going to press up into a push-up on the knees. Extend your feet, optional, right? You can stay on your knees. We're going to lower all the way down to the ground. Good. Bend the knees, heels together. Push up onto the knees, elbows tuck in. Extend your feet, hold the plank, and then exhale slowly down to the ground. That last inch is not slow. Bend the knees. Elbows tuck, press. Extend the feet out if you want to. Good. And down. Good. Last time. Bending the knees. Good. Elbows tuck as we press. Good. Extend. And then slowly down. All right, we have to do 1 more just to get back up into that plank so we can come to a stand. So bend those knees. Press up. So foot minders here, this is where you step a foot out to the side instead. We're going to press up into that open pike. That's it. Hold that for a moment. That's it. You can bend one knee and then the other, paddling your feet. Can you see that? Trying to get your chest toward your thigh bones. Pushing your ground away the opposite direction. Your eyes are looking towards your pubic bone if possible, or at least towards your knees. Good. And then we'll walk those hands in. Round up the spine. Wipe the dog hair off my legs. Gotta run the vacuum. Come all the way tall. Good. Let's take a step behind. Side bend to your right. And then around the world. Scoop your belly and pull it back away from your arms. Really pull your abs away from these fingers. All the way up. Good. And then reverse. Scoop, 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 scoop. All the way around. Good. Now lift your chest up. Pull those elbows as if you wanted to pull apart 2 chain links. Pull. Good. And then come back to center. Let them come down. Woo. Good. And then other side. Arms up. Step behind. Shift your weight back. Side bend. Yes. Enjoy the side bend. Good. And then scoop your abs in as you rotate around. All the way around. That's it. Good. And up, and then we'll reverse. So scoop that belly in. All the way up. Good. That's it. Now lift the chest and pull apart. Let your top of your arm drop down your back as you pull, pull, pull. Good. And then come all the way to center and pull those down. Good. Let your head fall to the side. Drop down the opposite arm. Good. Roll your head forward and to the other side, and then forward again. And back to the first side. Let it float up and then fall the other way. Good. And then let the other arm drop as well. And let that head roll forward to the far shoulder. Good. And then back forward to the starting shoulder. Good. And then this time drop it to the center. Let it just drop to the center. Take your hands behind your head. Just let the fingertips touch. Press into your feet. Feel your abs lift. Feel your throat lift your head up. Nice and easy. You're nice and tall. Good. Now lift your sternum up to the sky. Keep pulling your elbows wide and back. Good. Pull your abs in just like at the beginning. And then release. Good. How do you feel? Good? Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Oh, good. Oh, good. Do you remember anything about the cues that was helpful? If it doesn't come to head right away. all the little body parts. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Remember, pickleball team. Talk to Franny and Mary. Thank you, Kay. What's that? Ah, I know. He could be your ringer. Boop, boop. If you need it, ask me. All right, bye. Thank you.